She screamed. I faked every single time. You're pathetic. During our anniversary dinner, I said, check your bank app. While she was yelling, I'd transferred everything to my personal account. The restaurant had to call security when she saw the balance. I, 31 male, was sitting across from my girlfriend Kendra, 29, at Marcello's, this upscale Italian place she'd been begging to try for months. 5-year anniversary. I'd made reservations 3 weeks in advance, bought a new suit, the whole deal. The ring box was burning a hole in my jacket pocket. We just finished our appetizers when her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, smirked, then looked back at me with this expression I'd never seen before. Pure contempt. You know what, Evan? I'm done pretending. I set down my wine glass. Pretending what? Everything. This whole relationship is a joke. You're a joke. The couple at the next table turned to stare. My ears went hot. Kendra, what are you talking about? She laughed. Not a nice laugh. That mean girl laugh from high school movies. 5 years. 5 years of the most boring, mediocre relationship of my life. You think you're such a good boyfriend, such a provider? You make what, $65K a year fixing computers? I'm a systems architect and it's $95K, but whatever. Still pathetic. You know who isn't pathetic? Dimitri. My stomach dropped. Who's Dimitri? My actual boyfriend. The one I've been seeing for 2 years. He owns 3 gyms, drives a Maserati, and unlike you, she leaned forward, making sure the whole restaurant could hear, he can actually satisfy a woman. I've faked every single time with you. Every moan, every oh baby, every that was amazing, all fake. You're that bad. The waiter froze mid-step with our entrees. The restaurant had gone dead silent. I pulled out my phone. That's really interesting timing. What? Check your bank app. She rolled her eyes but pulled out her phone. I watched her face change as she opened the app. The smirk disappeared. Her eyes went wide. What did you do? I removed you from my accounts, just now, while you were talking. See, here's what Kendra didn't know. 3 weeks ago, when I was planning this proposal, I'd gotten curious about some weird charges on our shared credit card. Little stuff at first. Boutique hotels during lunch hours, expensive men's cologne. I wear the same $20 stuff from Target. Dinner reservations for 2 when I was working late. So I did some digging. Found her second Instagram account. Found Dimitri. Found their little weekend trips funded by my joint account that she had access to. Found out she'd been telling him I was her roommate who helped with bills. I'd spent 3 weeks quietly preparing. Separated our finances. Talked to my landlord about the apartment. Only my name on the lease. Canceled the vacation I'd booked for us. Even returned the ring yesterday. The proposal tonight was going to be asking her to move out. $127.43, she shrieked. That's all that's in here. That's your half of the electric bill, due tomorrow. She stood up so fast her chair fell backward. You can't do this. That's financial abuse. That's my money, too. Actually, it's not. You're an authorized user on my accounts. Were. Past tense. We've been together 5 years, and you've been with Dimitri for 2 of them, apparently. She grabbed her wine glass. I thought she was going to throw it at me, but the manager appeared out of nowhere. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to calm down. Calm down? This piece of shit just stole from me. Ma'am, if you don't lower your voice, she threw the wine. Not at me, at the manager. Hit him right in the chest. Ruined his white shirt. Security showed up in about 30 seconds. 2 guys built like refrigerators. I want him arrested, Kendra screamed as they approached. He's a thief. He stole thousands from me. Ma'am, you just assaulted our staff. You need to leave. I'm not going anywhere without my money. They literally carried her out. She was kicking and screaming the whole way. You'll pay for this, Evan. Dimitri's going to destroy you. You're nothing. You hear me? Nothing. The entire restaurant watched her get dragged out. Then everyone turned to look at me. I raised my glass. To 5 years of fake orgasms, apparently. Someone started clapping. Then another person. Soon the whole restaurant was applauding. The manager came over, wine still dripping from his shirt. Sir, your dinner is on the house. Also, would you like me to call the police? We have cameras. Nah, I said, but save the footage, might need it later. I ate both entrees. They were excellent. Update 1. Woke up to 73 text messages, 31 missed calls, and a crowd of people outside my apartment building. The texts escalated quickly. Baby, please talk to me. I was drunk, I didn't mean it. That wasn't me talking. You knew I had anxiety about money. This is illegal. Dimitri is coming for you. You're dead. Please, I'm sorry. I'll sue you for everything. I have nowhere to go. You're the worst thing that ever happened to me. Please just give me back access. I'll ruin your life. The crowd outside. Dimitri and his boys. 4 guys in matching gym gear looking like they were auditioning for Jersey Shore. I called building security from my window. Watched them try to tough guy their way past Gerald, our 68-year-old security guard who used to be a cop. Gerald just stood there eating his sandwich, completely unbothered. Dimitri started recording on his phone. This man stole from my girlfriend. Thousands of dollars. We want justice. Gerald took another bite. Sir, this is private property. Move along. You don't understand. He don't care. Move along. They tried to wait me out, posted up across the street like they were on a stakeout. I ordered pizza delivery and had it sent to them with a note. Thanks for keeping watch. They left after Dimitri opened the box. But the real entertainment started around 2 p.m. Kendra's mom, Diane, called me. Now, I actually liked Diane. She was always sweet to me, so I answered. Evan, honey, what happened? Kendra is hysterical. She says you abandoned her at a restaurant and stole all her money? Diane, did she tell you about Dimitri? Who? Her other boyfriend, the one she's been with for 2 years. Long pause. What? I sent her screenshots of Kendra's second Instagram. Photos of her and Dimitri dating back 2 years. Captions like, my king, and real love looks like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. That little Kendra Marie, get in here. I heard screaming in the background. Diane going off. Something crashed. More screaming. Then Diane came back on. Evan, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. She told me you two were having problems, but 2 years? 2 years? I just found out 3 weeks ago. She's been bringing that man to family dinners. Told us he was her personal trainer. Oh, that was new information. She brought him to your house? Thanksgiving, Evan. She brought him to Thanksgiving. Said he had nowhere to go. I made him extra pie. More crashing in the background. Kendra screaming about privacy and overreacting. Diane, I have to go, but just so you know, I didn't steal anything. I just removed her access to my accounts. Good for you, honey. Oh, and Evan? That ring you showed me last month? Thank God you didn't propose. Yeah, thank God. But Kendra wasn't done, not even close. Around 6 p.m., she showed up at my building with the police. Told them I was holding her belongings hostage. The cops looked tired before they even got to my door. Sir, we're told you have property belonging to Miss Hayes? Of course. Everything she owns is in boxes by the door. Would you like to help her carry them down? I packed everything that afternoon. Her clothes, her makeup, her exercise equipment, even her vision board that had Mrs. Dmitry Volkov written on it, which I made sure was on top where the cops could see it. The officers looked at the vision board, looked at her, looked at me. Ma'am, is this Dmitry your husband? No, but then why does this say Mrs. Dmitry? That's not relevant. Seems pretty relevant since you're claiming this man, who I assume isn't Dmitry, stole from you. She tried to push past them into my apartment. I need to check he didn't take anything. Ma'am, step back. He has my grandmother's necklace. I'm allergic to nickel, Kendra. I've never touched your jewelry. He's lying. I pulled out my phone, showed the officers photos I'd taken of all her packed boxes, time-stamped. Everything she owns is in these boxes. She's welcome to check them. They made her go through every box in the hallway. She found everything, including the necklace she claimed I stole. The officers looked completely done with her. Miss, if you contact us again with false allegations, you'll be charged with filing a false report. She grabbed her boxes and stormed off, but not before trying one last manipulation. You know what? I was going to propose to you tonight. The older cop snorted. Actually snorted. Sure you were, ma'am. Sure you were. Update 2. Dmitry tried to be a hero. He called my work, somehow got transferred directly to my boss, Jerome, told him I was harassing his girlfriend and creating a hostile work environment, and demanded I be fired. Jerome called me into his office, put Dmitry on speaker, and muted our end. Sir, can you explain how someone creates a hostile work environment when they don't work at your gym? What? No, he works there, with Kendra. Kendra doesn't work here either. This is an IT firm. But, she said. Jerome unmuted us. Mr. Volkov, This is Jerome Williams, legal counsel for Technova Solutions. What you're doing right now could be considered harassment. I suggest you stop. Click. Jerome looked at me. That your ex's side piece? Apparently he thought he was the main piece. Want to file a complaint? Nah, but maybe keep the recording? Already saved. But Dimitri wasn't the biggest problem. Kendra had gone nuclear on social media. Posted this long essay about how I was an abusive narcissist who financially trapped her and isolated her from friends. Tagged everyone we knew. Made 3 TikToks about recognizing financial abuse. Started a hashtag, Evan is an abuser. One problem, she forgot our friend group has receipts. My boy Marcus posted her Venmo history. Thousands in payments from me over 5 years. Rent assistance, car payments, groceries that were clearly not groceries. Then Jenna, who worked at the boutique hotel Kendra frequented, posted the security footage timestamp of her checking in with Dimitri. Weird how you were so isolated but had time for noon quickies. The real kill shot came from Kendra's former best friend, Trinity. Posted screenshots of texts where Kendra called me her retirement plan and said she was investing in a starter husband until Dimitri's gym took off. The TikToks got deleted. The hashtag disappeared, but the internet never forgets. Then came the escalation. I woke up at 3 a.m. to banging on my door. Not knocking, banging. Evan, open up, I know you're in there. I checked my camera app. Kendra, clearly drunk, mascara running down her face, holding, was that a bat? I called 911. There's an intoxicated person trying to break down my door with a weapon. We're sending someone now, don't open the door. She must have heard me on the phone because she started screaming. You ruined everything. Dimitri broke up with me, my mom kicked me out, I have nothing. She took a swing at my door with the bat. Gerald from security came running, but she swung at him too. He pepper sprayed her. The cops arrived to find her rolling on the ground, screaming about her eyes, while Gerald stood there filling out an incident report like it was just another Tuesday. She got arrested. Assault, attempted B&E, drunk and disorderly, possession of a weapon. The works. I thought that would be rock bottom. I was wrong. Update 3, Kendra made bail. Her dad, Robert, who'd been on a business trip during the initial drama, paid it. Then he called me. Evan, what the hell happened? I leave for 2 weeks and come back to my daughter in jail? I sent him everything. The Instagram screenshots, the hotel receipts, the security footage, her arrest video. He was quiet for a long time. Then, Jesus Christ, I raised this? I'm sorry, Robert. No, I'm sorry, we're paying you back, every cent she took. That's not necessary. It is. Send me the total. I heard Kendra scream in the background. Dad, you can't take his side. I'm taking the side of basic human decency, Kendra. You're 29 years old acting like a toddler. He destroyed my life. You destroyed your own life. Dimitri dumped you because you're broke, not because of Evan. Oh, that was interesting news. Turns out Dimitri only wanted Kendra because he thought she had access to money. When he found out she was broke and homeless, he ghosted her. Blocked her on everything, even banned her from his gyms. But Kendra had one more play. She started a GoFundMe. Help me rebuild after financial abuse. Goal, $50,000. The description was wild. Claimed I'd controlled her for 5 years, isolated her from family, forced her to seek comfort elsewhere, then abandoned her when she found the courage to speak her truth. She raised $127. Someone donated $50 with the comment, "For therapy, you clearly need it." Another person donated $75 with, "This is Dimitri, lose my number." Then the page got reported for fraud and taken down. Desperation kicked in. She started texting my mom. "Mrs. Patterson, I know you raised Evan better than this. Please talk to him, we were so happy. I made mistakes, but I love your son. Don't you want grandchildren?" My mom, bless her, responded once, "Honey, you told an entire restaurant you faked 5 years of orgasms with my son. What exactly do you think I'd want to talk about?" Then she started showing up at places. My gym at 5 a.m., my favorite coffee shop, the bar where I played trivia on Wednesdays, always with some new drama. At the gym, "Please, just 5 minutes," security removed her. At the coffee shop, "You're the love of my life," barista refused her service. At trivia, "I'll kill myself if you don't take me back." Someone called 911 for a wellness check. The wellness check was the final straw. The cops took her for a 72-hour psych hold. Update 4. While Kendra was getting evaluated, I got a call from an unknown number. Is this Evan? Who's this? This is Mira, Dimitri's actual girlfriend. Wait, what? Turns out Dimitri had a whole fiancé. Had been with Mira for 4 years. She found out about Kendra through the social media drama. I wanted to apologize for his part in this. And to warn you, Kendra's been stalking him, showing up at our apartment, leaving dead flowers, sending pizzas with weird messages written inside the boxes. We have a restraining order now. Dead flowers? Yeah, like dried roses with the heads cut off. Real psycho shit. We compared notes. Kendra had told Dimitri the same story, that I was just a roommate. He thought he was rescuing her from a bad living situation. When he found out the truth, plus that she was broke, he bounced immediately. For what it's worth, Mira said, you seem like a decent guy. Dimitri's an idiot, but even he said you handled this better than he would have. Thanks, I guess. Oh, and heads up, she applied for a job at your company. What? I immediately called Jerome in HR. He laughed. Yeah, we got that application. She listed you as a reference. You're joking. Nope. Best part, under reason for leaving last job, she wrote hostile work environment created by ex-boyfriend. Your name is literally in her application. Please tell me you kept it. It's already framed in the break room. But the real finale came 3 days later. I was at home, finally relaxing, when I got a text from Robert, her dad. Check the news. Local headline, woman arrested for setting fire to ex's car, wrong ex. Kendra had tried to burn Dimitri's car, except she got the wrong car. Torched some random dude's Honda Civic thinking it was Dimitri's Maserati. The owner had it on camera. She literally said to the car, "This is what you get for leaving me, Dimitri," before throwing the Molotov cocktail. At a Honda Civic. In front of a camera. While on probation. She got arrested at her parents' house. Diane sent me the doorbell footage. Kendra tried to run, slipped on their wet driveway, and face-planted into their garden gnome. The gnome broke, so did her nose. Final update, Kendra took a plea deal. 2 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory therapy, and she has to pay for the Honda Civic. Also banned from contacting me, Dimitri, or using social media for the duration of her probation. Robert and Diane actually did pay me back. $8,750 total. They were so mortified they added interest. I tried to refuse it, but Diane said, please. It's the only way we can sleep at night. I donated half to a domestic violence shelter. Felt appropriate. Dimitri and Mira broke up. She couldn't get past the cheating. He tried to spin it as not really cheating since he didn't know Kendra was lying, but Mira wasn't buying it. Last I heard, he moved back in with his mom. Trinity, Kendra's ex-best friend, and I grabbed coffee last week. Apparently, Kendra had done this before. In college, she dated 2 guys at once, told each the other was her gay best friend. They found out at graduation when both sets of parents showed up to meet the boyfriend. She called it strategic dating, Trinity said. I should have warned you. 5 years too late, but thanks. We actually ended up hanging out a few more times. She's cool. We're taking things slow, but it's nice being with someone who doesn't have a secret boyfriend and actually enjoys, well, you know, not faking it. The restaurant? They sent me a gift card and a photo they framed of Kendra being carried out by security. The manager signed it. To our favorite customer, may all your future dinners be drama-free. My company made the whole thing into a training case for HR about why we verify references. The PowerPoint is titled The Kendra Chronicles, a Cautionary Tale. Someone at work made me a coffee mug that says, apparently pathetic on one side and but financially stable on the other. Last week, I ran into Gerald, the security guard for my building. You still having trouble with that crazy girl? Nah, she's got bigger problems now. Good. She was exhausting. In 40 years of security work, never seen someone pepper sprayed while holding a bat and crying about fake orgasms. Wait, she was talking about that while you sprayed her? Oh yeah. Kept screaming, he wasn't even that bad. Like, make up your mind, lady. We both laughed. He offered to buy me a beer. Turns out Gerald's got some wild stories from his cop days. As for Kendra, mutual friends say she's living with her parents, working at a call center, and telling anyone who'll listen that she's the victim of a coordinated attack by toxic masculinity. Her probation officer is a woman who's married to a woman and has no patience for BS. Kendra's gonna have a long 2 years. Do I regret how it went down? Nah, she wanted to humiliate me in public, announce to the world that I was pathetic. Instead, she lit her own life on fire while I just stepped back and watched. The ring I was going to propose with, returned it, got my money back, used it for a vacation to Costa Rica, posted lots of photos, living my best life. Someone screenshotted Kendra's mom commenting on one, "Glad you're happy, sweetie, you deserve it." The pettiness of her own mom publicly taking my side still makes me smile. Oh, and remember that vision board with Mrs. Dmitry Volkov on it? I kept it. It's in my bathroom. Makes a great reminder every morning that no matter how bad my day gets, at least I'm not dreaming about marrying a guy who thinks a Honda Civic is a Maserati. Life's good, folks. Life's real good. Peace out.